Hey guys, and welcome back to the Peteytown Piranhas, a college football 26 team builder dynasty. In this episode, we got a tough stretch here as we're going to face off against Florida and travel to Georgia and then host Oklahoma. After our win in the last game, we got some extra coach points that we can use, and looking at our positions, I think I'm going to go with DB because we got some talented guys who are going to get drafted, so just want to get some bonuses there for us. For our recruiting, we got Dante Latimer securely in first place now, just hoping that he commits sooner rather than later. For Trent Chick, we had him on a visit in our last game, and that gave him a nice boost that makes him very close to committing to us. Max Kiernan is a little bit more of a battle right now, as Iowa's got that Tier 4 pipeline, and we're not quite close enough for him to want to really commit maybe before that, so I think that visit's going to have a lot to say for Iowa. For Ben Hemphill, you can see Oregon is kind of gaining on us a little bit, so we're hoping that we can get it to the Oklahoma game and that we can use that to help him commit, but even if we get him to commit before that, that'd be nice, but I think Oregon's really going to make it a challenge for us. As for Pat McPherson, we were number one for him, but Michigan is just ahead of us now, and they do have the visit before us, so this one's looking a little bit like it's going to be going down to the wire. For Cedric Carapatius, Nebraska has jumped ahead of us, and they got him on a Week 13 visit, so I think the move now is just going to have him on a visit against Notre Dame the week prior, just to see if we can get a boost that way. Even if Cedric doesn't work out, we got Lee O'Haleti just inches away from committing to us after a nice boost from his visit last week. Malcolm Incoom is another guy who should be committing to us probably after this week. As you can see, Ohio State got a huge boost on Nick Veal, and we're hoping that he stays around for that Week 9 visit against Oklahoma to give us a fighting chance. And BJ Hart is also pretty close to joining us, so I don't think Syracuse is going to catch us. Unfortunately, Alex Payne did drop out of the Heisman list, so we'll see if we can get him back there or if somebody else can step up for it, but we're just looking to continue our team success. Now we're going to travel to the Swamp to take on the Florida Gators with their 84 overall and 3-2 record. And the Swamp is never an easy place to play, but the Peteytown Piranhas are locked and loaded. Our defense starts the game with a stop, so our offense is out here, and Byron Talib is keeping that one, and he's got some space to work with, and he uses his speed to get all the way down to the 41-yard line. Handing off for Elijah Addison. He gets the block downfield that he needs, tries a spin, but they make a solid tackle out there to stop him, but not before he gets it to their side of the 50. Well, RPO, it's going to be Alex Payne, and he's going to sneak his way through for the first down. Nothing much happening on the first two downs. On 3rd down and 10, we're at the 33-yard line, bunched to the left, and Alex Payne is going to go into motion off of that. Byron Talib is going to try to hit his man, but it looks like their defensive lineman went back in coverage, and he's going to get that interception as Byron just threw it right to him, trying to get the ball to Alex Payne. Florida looking for something, and Andre Okoye is going to get in there for the sack and force a fumble, and we are going to bring down that lineman trying to make a play, and it ends up being a gain of 1 on that one for Florida. Firing over the middle, and it is a nice strike to his receiver, and they're going to get it on our side of the 50 now. Play action, booting around, and he has nowhere to go as he's just kind of doing 360s back there, and Emmanuel Darkwa is going to get in for the sack. Florida firing into the little seam area, and he's going to get back 11 yards. 3rd down and 4 for the Gators. They are going to throw it quickly for a screen, but we get by the blocks and make the solid tackle in the backfield. Zach Fowler making the play. Throwing it out quickly to Alex Payne, who gets around the defender, and Alex Payne's got a nice chunk to start this drive. Handing it off, Theo Storm gets around the edge, gets an absolutely fantastic block out there, just pancaking that defender, and gets it to the 50. We're going to throw the strike, and John McKillop is there off that little RPO option route for the receiver. He chooses to go with the streak, and Byron Talib hits him. Off the RPO, it's going to be Byron Talib. He runs around a defender, and there's another one there to stop him, but not before he gets into their red zone. We start the second quarter on a 2nd down and 5 from the Florida 9-yard line, sending our man in motion. Byron Talib's looking out there. It's Alex Payne on the catch, and they are going to kind of guide him to the first down there. 3rd down and goal for the Peteytown Piranhas from the 1-yard line. Byron Talib is going to hand off to Addison, and Florida's all over that one. Manuel Amador on the very tough angle kick here. Let's see what he can do with it. Manuel is going to put it up in a little slow motion action, and he is going to miss it to the right, so that ugly hash mark strikes again. After our missed field goal, we had a 3-and-out from our defense, so our offense is back out on the field. Byron Talib on 3rd and 8, looking for somebody. He's going to float it, and a man is just there to pick it off. That was kind of just a gift interception there for Florida. Byron Talib, just not a good decision there, not looking very sharp to start this game, and Florida's going to take advantage with their Florida Gator chomp there, and they're going to take over. Play action, and Andre Bullett's taking a long route around there, but their man is going to make a very nice catch outside the numbers and get it all the way to our 11-yard line. A couple of incomplete passes lead Florida to 3rd down and 10 from the 11-yard line. They don't have to get into the end zone for a first down here. And they are going to try and find a man, and he is covered up by Emmanuel Darkwa. Field goal attempt here for Florida. They're going to put up this kick straight down the middle, and that's where this one goes, as Florida is going to take the 3-0 lead after that latest interception from Byron Talib. And John McKillop is there on the hitch route and tries a little spin move, but they're not falling for it. 3rd and inches. It's a power eye look for the Peteytown Piranhas. Handing it off to Elijah Addison, and they are going to stop him short so we can't get the push. 3rd down and 1 for Florida, just before the 2-minute warning here. They are going to throw the bubble screen, and it's going to get them just enough to move the sticks. Another carry for their running back, and he uses his speed to get around us, and nice blocking and nice speed. Just that combo looks very good for Florida there as they get it to the 31-yard line. 3rd down and 3 for Florida. Looking to really put some separation between us. They are going to go with a play action. We get some pressure up the middle, but he's going to scramble around it, and their quarterback is just going to take off and get it into our red zone. Florida, he's got some time back there. He floats it to his man, and that's going to be enough for the first down. So Florida took their timeout, but they're looking to go for more here. So that's going to be, let's see what we can do here. Their quarterback is scrambling, though, and he's going to get into the end zone for Florida. We give up that touchdown right before halftime, and Florida is going to take a 10-0 lead. The Piranhas are going to kneel this one out to end the half, and I'm going to have to come in to see if I can help our struggling Piranhas. Try a little read bubble here. See what button that is. Got it. Going to toss this one out to Nick Marler, who's got a lot of space to work with, and he gets out of bounds. See if I can get a little run to the other side for Theo Storm to work out, and that is just bottled up. Oh my God, they came out of absolutely everywhere. See if we can make Byron Talib's legs a factor here on a little read option. And no, because I guess nobody wants to block all of a sudden. 3rd down and very long for the Piranhas here. See what we can get. Tight ends going out on some routes here. We're going to hit the short one, and Trevor Rotto is going to catch it, and he's going to get it to a 4th and 6. 4th down and 6, going to try to get Theo Storm on a little orbit motion to see if I can get him free. And he will get that freedom, and he will get us the first down. Their guy was closing in on us, but we're able to get it around him. Trying another run here with Theo Storm up the middle. This time he's going to have some room to work with, and he's going to get the first down. See if we can get some room out to the outside for Elijah Addison on a little toss out of this power O. And we are going to get him some room, and he's going to get around the edge, make a little juke, but he can't get away there. But we're going to get it just outside their red zone. Don't think it changed the play, so we're probably going to try this toss for Theo Storm. He's going to get around the edge anyway, so we didn't need the audible there, and we're going to get it inside their 10. See if we can spread them out here with a little double stack formation wide, and see if we can hit that hole with Theo Storm. And we are not going to get quite the blocking we needed on that one. Not waiting around for this play. See if we can get our man Dwayne Mentor open on the outside. And they're going to crash in, so Dwayne Mentor is going to be open over there. And the Peteytown Piranhas are going to get this touchdown and bring it within 3 on the Florida Gators. Florida is going to get this pass out for the first down, but it is going to come back as it's going to be a penalty. After that penalty, Florida's looking at a 3rd down and 14 situation. They're going to drop back against a 4-man rush, and that 4-man rush is going to get home as Andre Okoye brings him down for the sack. So after our defensive stop, Florida got us off the field as well, and they're hitting a nice seam route here for 9 yards. Screen, and their man is going to just get enough for the first down. Play action, Florida looking. He's going to throw it over the middle, and it's going to be intercepted by the Peteytown Piranhas. Maurice Joy stepping in front of that one and getting a very nice return to get the ball just outside of their red zone. Maurice Joy making a play that can hopefully spark the Piranhas now, and we are going to have it at their 22-yard line. A little wildcat action here for the Piranhas. It's a power read. Theo Storm makes the right decision to keep it for 5 yards. Byron Talib's going to take this one himself. He makes a little nifty move around alignment to get it to close to the first down. 3rd and inches for the Piranhas as this 4th quarter gets underway. Coming out in a single back formation. And Byron Talib's going to throw out of it, and he is going to hit a deep one, and Dwayne Mentor's got it, and apparently he didn't get it into the end zone, but a nice play from the Piranhas. From the inches line now, the Piranhas are going to hand off. No, it's going to be the RPO, and it's floated over Alex Payne, and that's going to be a penalty on the Piranhas, probably some pass interference. That pass interference is going to take us from the inches line to the 10-yard line. And we're going to throw the little bubble out there, and Dwayne Mentor is going to catch it for a few yards. 2nd and goal from the 6 for the Peteytown Piranhas. Double stack. Byron Talib is going to throw the slant out of it. Dwayne Mentor gets it to the 2. 3rd down and goal for the Piranhas from the 2-yard line. Byron Talib is going to throw it out to Dwayne Mentor, and Dwayne Mentor gets stopped right next to the goal line. Manuel Amador is going to come out for the sharp angle kick again. Manuel is going to put this one up, and he's going to miss it again, and we come away with nothing. Unbelievable. Drive all that way, get that really just off that interception. Just we're in perfect position, but because we're on the hash mark, we're going to come away with nothing. After that very unfortunate field goal miss, it's 3rd down and 1 for Florida on the following drive. And they're going to throw it out quickly to their man, and they block it nicely to give him the space he needs for the first down. On the edge, it's going to be Benjamin Levine taking him down for a 4-yard loss. Backing up, it's going to be a big blitz from the Piranhas. He gets it out just before it gets there, and he drops it in the bucket on an absolutely perfect pass from their quarterback, despite the pressure from our defense. Handing it off up the middle. Their back is going to have plenty of room to get the first down and get it to the 26. Big blitz from the Piranhas, and it's going to be a broken tackle from their receiver, and they're going to get it inside the 10-yard line. 3rd down and goal for Florida. They have an empty formation for their quarterback. He's going to drop back. We send 4, throwing it to his man, and he can't hang on. Florida is going to have to settle for a field goal in this situation. They're going to put up this kick, and of course they put it through. Even though we can't get it on the hash mark, of course Florida is going to get it through. 3rd down and 9 on a must-convert here for the Peteytown Piranhas. Byron Talib is going to drop back, looking for something. He's going to throw a dart, and it's going to be complete in some traffic to Andre Dumukeji. Spreading them out wide here on the new set of downs. Byron Talib looking for something. He's going to throw a deep one, and it's going to be hauled in nicely there. What a nice catch. Looks like Andre Dumukeji again. Byron Talib looking for something. He's going to throw it outside, and Alex Payne makes the catch to get it to the 32. 3rd down and 6 from the 28-yard line for the Piranhas. Byron Talib dropping back. They're going to bring the pressure in, and he just panics in the face of it, and they're going to bring him down for a sack. 4th down and 14 for the Peteytown Piranhas. Just absolutely important to get this one, of course. Byron Talib throwing it deep, and it's going to be knocked away, and they're going to turn us over on downs. Not officially over as we have our 2 timeouts with just over a minute remaining. Going to hand this one off, and Benjamin Levine then they're just going to chase him down here and bring him down for a big loss. 2nd down and 19 for Florida. Looking over the middle, they're going to get a completion. We're going to take our last timeout, and Florida can just kneel on this one here. And that's what they'll do. Florida's going to have to punt this one away now, and they get the punt off. And we are going to fair catch it with 20 seconds left. 4th down and 10, 7 seconds left. Byron Talib looking for something. Throwing a deep ball here. And it is going to be knocked away. He had a man open, but just couldn't do anything with it. And this is going to be just a really, actually a stupid loss to Florida. Just 2 missed field goals on the hash mark, so close there. Those are always difficult, but having the opportunity to do it twice and missing both is just ridiculous. And just offense couldn't really do anything, honestly, outside of the drive that I was able to jump into. And Maurice Joy gave us a chance with that interception, just couldn't take advantage of it. Just, this was a stupid loss. There's no, there's no question about it. Very frustrating. Numbers from this game against Florida: we had 311 yards to their 244, and we ran for 132 while they had 58 and a touchdown. Pretty evenly matched in the passing games as they had 186 yards while we just had 179. And we were 2 of 11 on 3rd down while they were 3 of 10. Those 2 turnovers ended up being big blows for us, and they only had 1 turnover. Byron Talib definitely had his first struggle game of the season for us, as he only mustered 179 yards, 1 touchdown, and 2 picks, which were just not very good decisions from him, throwing them in traffic with guys in front of our receivers, and he also got sacked twice. Theo Storm led the way with 10 carries and 52 yards, while Byron Talib had 8 for 40, and Elijah Addison also had 8 for 40. Dwayne Mentor had 6 catches, 50 yards, and a touchdown to lead our receiving game. Maurice Joy had a nice day for himself as he had 10 tackles. 3 sacks on the day for the Piranhas as Andre Okoye got 2 and Emmanuel Darkwa got 1. And Maurice Joy had that 1 interception that he got a very nice return on, but we all know what happened after that. And Andre Okoye got a forced fumble, but unfortunately we weren't able to pick it up. And for the first time really in his whole career, he's missed field goals before, but this was easily the worst game Manuel Amador's ever had, as he missed both of his field goals from that tough hash mark spot. But really just kicks that we needed that we just didn't get from our guy today, unfortunately. On the brighter side of things, we got 5-star left guard Trent Chick to join the program. Joining Trent this week was quarterback Lee O'Haleti, another 5-star. And another one's coming in as Malcolm Incoom, a 4-star right tackle. And even more as halfback BJ Hart will be joining the program, another 4-star. UCLA has jumped us for Harvey Talbot, so we're just hoping that he hangs on until that Week 9 visit at this point. Same goes for Pat McPherson, but Michigan does have him on a visit this week, so it's probably not looking very good for us. As for Cedric Carapadius, he's in 3rd place, and we do have his hard sell, so we'll see if that helps at all. Not all sunshine and rainbows on the recruiting front, as tight end Nick Veal has decided to go to Ohio State. After that loss to Florida, things don't really get any easier, as we got to travel to Sanford Stadium to take on the Georgia Bulldogs, and we have a history of that going past a few seasons where we were able to get that big upset win in the playoff against them, so hoping we can recreate some of that magic again this time. Defense opens the game with a nice stop on Georgia, so our offense is out here, and Alex Payne is making the catch, and he's going to get 5 yards. Byron throwing out to Alex Payne again, and he's going to get it just before the 1st down marker, and Alex Payne gets banged up. 3rd and inches for the Peteytown Piranhas, and Byron Talib's going to throw out of it. He's going to throw to the outside, and it's going to be Trevor Rotto filling in. 3rd down and 2 for the Peteytown Piranhas. Byron Talib's going to send Nick Marler in motion. We're going to hit Alex Payne, and they back off him just a little too much, and he's going to get the 1st down. Alex Payne, just nobody over there for him again, and he's going to lunge forward to move the sticks. Just inside their red zone, the Peteytown Piranhas setting up shop. We're going to throw it over to Alex Payne again, and he's going to get another 1st down. Byron looking, and he's going to find Theo Storm, and he's going to get it all the way to the 1-yard line. Goal line formation for both teams here. Second down and goal. Elijah Addison has the room he needs to get into the end zone this time, and the Peteytown Piranhas are going to go up 7-0 over Georgia. And after last game where they struggled so mightily, it's good to see the Piranhas get back a little bit of that flow that they had during the previous games in this season. Third down and 3 for the Bulldogs. They are going to send their man in motion to the right, and he is going to drop back, 4-man rush over the middle. He's open, and Benjamin Levine hits him, but he holds on to that ball. Dropping back, he's got some space to run if he wants, but he's going to throw a nice throw to his receiver. Third down and 7 for Georgia. They got a lot of wide guys here. We're sending 4, and that's going to be enough as Garrison Temple gets by his man and gets the sack. Georgia's going to try a 61-yard field goal. He's going to send this one up, and it is good. So we've seen those 60-yard kicks go in before, and this one is none different, and Georgia's going to make it a 7-3 ball game. Georgia gets our offense off the field quickly, so they're back out here trying to do something, and they are going to do something as they get a nice strike for their first play of the drive. Third down and 2 for Georgia. They're going to go with the handoff, and he is going to fight his way through his own people, really, to get the first down. Georgia dropping back. We got the blitz, and they're calling that a fumble. Their running back picks it up, and Garrison Temple brings him down for a big loss. After that little wacky play on first down on the loss, it's third down and 17 for Georgia. They're dropping back. Got some pressure up the middle, but their man is wide open, and he's going to get the first down. Dropping back, a short drop back, and that's going to cost him as it allows Garrison Temple to get in there for the sack. Garrison Temple's sack helps make it a third down and 16. It's another third and long situation. And they are going to have some time. Throws it over the middle, but it's incomplete on some nice coverage from Emmanuel Darkwa. 45-yard field goal attempt here for Georgia. They're going to put this one up, and it is good. So Georgia inches a little bit closer as it's 7-6. Byron Talib finds Alex Payne. We get the block downfield, and he's going to get just enough for the first down. Couple of carries only managed to get us a yard, and it's third down and 9 for the Piranhas. Byron Talib is going to drop back, and he's going to throw one and fit it into the window to Dwayne Mentor. Bubble, it's going to be caught by Dwayne Mentor, and he's got the space he needs to keep moving the sticks. Theo Storm getting this one, and he's got a little bit of room this time as he hasn't been the most of the game so far, and he gets 6 yards. Talib is going to rip one into the middle of their defense, and we make the tough catch with Nick Marler. Byron Talib facing a blitz and just was not prepared for that one as he gets brought down for a 9-yard loss. Third down and 13, not looking for anything spectacular here. Byron Talib dropping back, and he's going to stand in the pocket and throw it to the outside, and it's going to be incomplete. Manuel Amador with a little more manageable angle from this distance here on the hash mark. He's going to put up the kick, and it is going to go through. So Manuel Amador, after last week with the struggles, he's going to put one in here, and it's going to be 10-6 for the Peteytown Piranhas. Georgia facing a blitz here, and that blitz is going to get home as we get the big sack, our 4th of the game. That's going to be, I believe, Ross Moore on the sack. Sack on first down helps make it a third down and 16. They're going 5 wide with an empty formation here. And Georgia is going to drop back. We send our 4. Throws it short over the middle. Their man is streaking towards the first down marker, but we just tackle him before he can get there. Just over a minute left for the Piranhas to work with. Byron Talib throwing one to an open John McKillop, and he is going to slice through their defense to get it past the 50. Talib dropping back. Looking for something. It's over the middle. Elijah Addison making the catch, and he gets it to the 30-yard line. Talib looking. The time is going to run out, and he's going to throw an interception. Instead of us just waiting to take a field goal to put more points on the board, we run a play, and now we just come away with nothing on that drive, which is just Not the execution you want to see from the Peteytown Piranhas on that final drive where we had points easily, but instead we're going to go into halftime 10-6. Starting the second half, both teams have had 3 and outs already, so our offense is back out here for the second time, and Alex Payne is going to make this catch, and he's going to get 7 yards. 3rd down and 3 for the Piranhas. Byron Talib looking around, the pressure's in, and they are going to bring him down for the sack. And Georgia's going to start this one with a pass, and it's going to be floated and intercepted by the Peteytown Piranhas. Cedric Stranad all over that ball and gets the interception, and we are going to have it on their 30-yard line for our offense set up very nicely. And it's going to be the pop pass fired in there to Alex Payne, and he's going to get it inside their 10-yard line. Byron Talib taking this one himself, and he's found the lane, and Byron Talib is in the end zone for the Peteytown Piranhas. So Cedric Stranad comes up with a huge play on defense to set us up, and the offense this time takes advantage of the opportunity, and we're going to go up 17-6 on the Georgia Bulldogs. Handing off to their running back. He's got the lane he needs, and he's starting this drive with a huge run for the Georgia Bulldogs. Play action. He's going to fire one, and it is a very nice throw from their quarterback, just finding his man. Play action. Georgia rips one, and it is going to be caught by his guy. Really just stuck it into him there. 3rd down and 10 for Georgia. Dropping back. Looking for something. He gets hit as he throws, and he gets a completion, but not close to the first down. Here's a 44-yard attempt for Georgia, and he is going to put this one up, and it sails on through, so Georgia just gets their margin closer here now, and it's going to be a one-possession game as it's 17-9. Handoff. Elijah Addison's going to get the room he needs and gets it past their 40. Throwing a quick one. John McKillop actually comes back nicely to that ball. It looked like it was headed into traffic, but John really adjusted his body to make that catch and get the first down. 3rd down and 2 for the Piranhas. Tight eye formation here. We're going to hand it off. Elijah Addison's got the room he needs and much more as he gets it into their red zone. There's a 3rd down and 5 for the Piranhas. Diamond to the right, and we're going to run it with Byron Talib. He makes a nice little cut there. They had a guy in his path, and he just cut around it to get the first down. Another run for Byron Talib. Nobody's there to contest him, and he can walk into the end zone as the Peteytown Piranhas are going to take a 2-score lead, 24-9 over Georgia. Georgia on a 3rd down and 7, under 8 minutes left to go in this one. 4-man rush, and he is looking, throwing, firing for the completion, and it is going to be the first down. Play action, and he's firing one, and it's going to be intercepted. That is Andre Okoye with an interception, and we just love dropping those defensive linemen into coverage, and it's sometimes worked for us nicely, and it does there as our guy gets the interception, and we are already on their side of the 50 to set up our offense. 3rd down and 3 here for the Peteytown Piranhas with just over 5 minutes left. We're going to send Elijah in motion. And Byron Talib is looking for something, and he's kind of got caught between steps there, and he's going to get sacked by Georgia, and they're going to force us to punt. And he's going to make that catch and get a 9-yard gain. 3rd and 1, quarterback sneak time, and he's going to get it easily. 3rd down and 4 for Georgia. Obvious 4-down territory if they don't get it here. And he's going to throw it, and they won't need that 4th down as he's got the hitch route for the conversion. 3rd down and 4 for Georgia. And he is pointing out some things to his linemen. He's sending his man in motion, dropping back, throwing it over the middle, and he's going to get just Emmanuel Darkwa try to ride him there, but just makes the catch anyway. Dropping back, throwing again short, and we're just giving that up, and they're taking it. Running some hurry up now as the time ticks towards the 2-minute warning. 3rd down and 4 for Georgia. Going to get this one off before the warning. Throws it over the middle, and it's in a little traffic there, but he gets the completion. 3rd down and goal for Georgia. They're on the 4-yard line. And they are going to drop back, throw it quickly, and it's covered up nicely on the 1. 4th down and goal, 1 yard line, spreading us out here. Georgia looking, he's going to try to float it, and it is just absolutely boxed up there. And we're going to get the interception. Pat Missouri brings it down to keep the Georgia Bulldogs out of the end zone. And even better, it happened in the end zone, so we're going to get it out on our 20 so we don't have to worry about a backed up situation. And we are going to try to milk this clock out, but they still have 3 timeouts, so technically not over yet. Elijah Addison getting a turn, and he's going to fit through there, and he's going to make it a 3rd and very short. Here we go, get this 1st down. We can secure the win up here. I formation for the Piranhas. You're going to hand it off. Theo Storm gets it easily, and he gets blocks downfield, gets a little extra, but that's all we needed, and they use their final timeout, and the Peteytown Piranhas can go into the QB kneel. And Byron Talib will take that kneel, and the clock will run down on this 24-9 victory over the Georgia Bulldogs in Sanford Stadium. So nice job by the guys bouncing back after that just ridiculous and frustrating loss to Florida in the last game. They played a lot better in this one, of course, and we were able to take home this victory. Against Georgia, we had 316 yards on offense to their 258. While we had 65 yards rushing and 3 touchdowns to their 31. Passing, we had 251 yards while they had 227. We were 6 of 11 on 3rd down to their 8 of 15. We were back to our turnover-making ways as they had 3 while we had 1. Byron Talib was only okay passing-wise today as he had 251 yards, no touchdowns, and a pick, and he was sacked 3 times. On the ground, Elijah Addison had 7 carries, 43 yards, and a touchdown, and Theo Storm had 9 for 21. And Byron Talib didn't get a lot of yards because of the sacks, but he did get us those 2 key touchdowns later in the game to help really separate us. Alex Payne had 11 catches for 75 yards, and John McKillop had 5 for 49. Benjamin Levine was our tackle guy today as he had 10. We had 4 sacks on the day as Garrison Temple got back there twice, as well as Benjamin Levine and Ross Moore getting 1 each. Cedric Strnad with the big play in this one, as that really helped us separate from Georgia with his interception. And Pat Missouri also got his one at the end of the game to help seal it. And Andre Okoye just making a great play on his. Benjamin Levine was the one who got the forced fumble off of a sack on that crazy play where the ball just kind of went backwards. Manuel Amador bounced back with his only field goal of the game being a make, and he got it for 33 yards. Notre Dame was able to force a recruiting battle for Dante Latimer as they had him on a visit and got a little boost. They didn't overtake us for him, but I'm just hoping that with the margin we're at now that we're able to bring him home anyway. Unfortunately for Max Kiernan, Iowa was able to win this battle as they had a very successful visit week in their Tier 4 pipeline, so really battling from behind the whole time, and they just overtook us for them. Another recruiting battle here for Ben Hemphill as Oregon has really closed the gap on us now, and we do have a Week 9 visit, so hopefully that can help in this recruiting battle, but Oregon's really, with that Tier 4 pipeline, we saw what happened with Iowa, and it's the same here for Oregon, so not looking particularly nice, so we just got to take care of business to give ourselves the best chance at them. And we really need the Week 9 visit to go well for Harvey Talbot if we're going to be able to make the difference up against UCLA. Unfortunately, Michigan's visit for Pat McPherson was successful, and so he's not going to even come visit us this week against Oklahoma. And as unfortunate as it is with how Nebraska and Auburn have pulled ahead, and Auburn having a Week 9 visit now, can't really see us really getting into this battle, so we're just going to take it off on Cedric. For Dorian Hare, for several weeks now, the playing style has been too low for him, and that's allowed USC to pull in front of us for him. But hopefully we can get that playing style up and can finally put some points. We can make a battle out of it. We can take a look at some guys that I've added later on into the board. Niles Gould is in the top 5 as Miami and Tulane's trying to battle us for him. And looking at his statistics, he's got 93 speed, 95 acceleration, and 90 change of direction. So he would bring a lot of athleticism to our team that we would like to have. Another cornerback we're looking at is Kareem Lord with 91 speed, 92 acceleration, and not the best coverage stats, but we can always get that up, especially when he's starting with pretty good athleticism. And taking a look, he's in first place here against 3 other teams looking at him. After some scouting on some quarterbacks, after we gave up on Cedric, we found Vi Mawala, a Gem 3-star dual threat, and he's got, not the best standout abilities here, but does have some athleticism to work with, and he's got the accuracies with 72 and 74, so definitely a working project with him, but that gem, we could maybe do something with that. Scouting has produced another gem with this 4-star right edge, John Steiner. And looking at his stats, 85 speed, 85 acceleration, just very athletic, and really eye-popping 85 finesse moves. The number 15 Oklahoma Sooners, with their 87 team overall and 6-1 record, are going to visit the Piranha Tank, and a very important matchup, as it's always important in conference. And it's also important, of course, because of those visits that we have, so hoping that we can take care of business against the Sooners. Not much to see so far in this game, as both offenses struggled on their first drives, and our offense couldn't do anything on their second drive. So Oklahoma's out here on their second drive and making it 3rd and inches. And they're just going to QB sneak to get the first down. Bubble screen, and we are going to tackle him, but he drags us for the first down. Sending a big blitz here, but they pick it up well, and he comes back nicely on the curl route to move the sticks. 3rd down and 10 for Oklahoma to start the second quarter. They're looking. He's going to try a deep ball, just rifling one down there. He stops, and we knock it away nicely with Zach McGarrigle, but they are going to say that he committed pass interference, so Oklahoma is going to keep this drive alive. Play action, pressure's coming, but he gets it out, and he's got some space to work with, and he uses that space to get into our red zone. And this time we're going to knock him down behind the line thanks to Andre Bullitt. Oklahoma on 3rd down and 11. Piranha Tank trying to urge on their guys, and he's going to drop back. Looking for something, he gets hit by Garrison Temple, which causes the errant pass. Here's a 36-yard field goal attempt for Oklahoma. He puts it up, and it is going to be good. So Oklahoma has the first points of the game, which come here in the second quarter, and we are going to get our chance on offense now. Offense just not really doing their thing in this one, as we have another 3 and out, and Oklahoma's back out on offense. And they are going to send a man in a little motion to the other side. Dropping back, we send a big blitz, and they throw a quick one out of that. 3rd down and 1 for Oklahoma. They are going to go with a little motion. They're going to hand it off to their back, but we are just absolutely all over that run, not fooled at all. Elijah Addison's going to find some room to work with here, and he's going to get plenty for the first down. Elijah Addison's got nice blocking again, and he's going to get another first down. 3rd down and 1 for the Peteytown Piranhas. Heavy single back formation. Going to be handed off, and then Theo Storm's got plenty of room to work with, and Theo Storm is going to accelerate into their red zone. Byron Talib is throwing this one, and it's going to be caught by Alex Payne, who looked like he wasn't expecting it, but it just stuck to his hands. 2-minute warning. It's 1st and goal from the 5-yard line for the Piranhas. Byron Talib facing a heavy blitz, gets it out to Theo Storm, and Theo just accelerates his way into the corner of the end zone, and the Peteytown Piranhas are going to take the 7-3 lead, as our offense, just looking sluggish in this first half, finally put a drive together to put us up. Oklahoma got the ball near midfield but couldn't do anything with it, so our offense has a chance on 2nd down with 1 minute left and all 3 timeouts. It's going to be a draw for Byron Talib, and he's going to get 6. 3rd down and 4 for the Piranhas. Byron Talib is going to take this snap. He's going to look and see what he's got, and he's going to fire one, and it's going to be an open man. Not really open, but he fitted into the window he needed to, and we're going to keep this drive moving. Byron throwing this one outside, and it's going to be just before the first down for John McKillop. 3rd and inches for the Piranhas. Byron looking, throwing outside again, and it's Dwayne Mentor making the sideline catch. Looking to throw on 1st down. Byron throwing outside again. John McKillop hangs on to that one for a 9-yard gain. Byron firing. John McKillop. Looks like that same play again where we just get it to the outside. Inside the Oklahoma red zone, we're really matriculating down the field. Byron Talib looking, throwing it over to Theo Storm, his check down for 7. Second down, 26 seconds left and 1 timeout for the Piranhas. Byron Talib is going to send John McKillop in a little motion. Byron dropping back, firing to the outside, and it's John McKillop in the back of the end zone getting the touchdown for the Peteytown Piranhas. Byron Talib just throwing an absolute strike there, and John McKillop, nice hands there to bring it in, and the Peteytown Piranhas are going to go up 14-3 just before the end of the half. Oklahoma starting with the ball in the second half, but it's 3rd down and 7. They're in an empty formation. He's dropping back, 4-man rush, and the rush is getting home as Andre Bullitt is going to bring him down for the sack. And Alex Payne is going to make this catch for the first down. 3rd down and 5 for the Piranhas. Byron Talib dropping back, throwing it, and it's going to be Dwayne Mentor making the leaping grab, and he's going to push it past the sticks. Wildcat action. It's the power read with Theo Storm, and he explodes through the hole to get the first down. Just outside their 10-yard line, it's 3rd down and 5 for the Piranhas. Byron Talib dropping back, throws the slant, and it's going to be that man again, John McKillop, who has just had a very nice day today, as I mentioned before, but 2 touchdowns, and he is dancing with some joy there, as we're going to go up 3 scores, 21-3. Our defense gets a solid stop against the Sooners, so here comes our offense again, and it's going to be John McKillop just making a very secure catch after getting hit hard. Byron Talib, and it's going to be Dwayne Mentor making that catch, and he's going to break a tackle, and Dwayne Mentor is going to break free from the Oklahoma Sooners defense and get the huge touchdown play. That was an RPO where there's an option for the quarterback to run, but he just released that one very quickly on the slant that's attached there, and Dwayne Mentor with an amazing individual effort, breaking tackles and just using his speed to break away. After that big Dwayne Mentor touchdown, Oklahoma's on another 3rd down as it's 3rd and 9. And they are going to just hand off to their guy, and he spins away from us, but Benjamin Levine hits him, but they're going to give him that reach for the first down. 3rd down and 10 for Oklahoma. And they're going to drop back. We send a blitz, and they pass out of it, but they're going to get 8 yards and knocked just before the first down. Penalty puts them on 4th down and 12. Oklahoma dropping back, looking for something. He's just going to load up and fire downfield, and it is going to be knocked around, almost intercepted, but we are going to get off the field. A couple of runs don't net us anything as it's 3rd down and 10 for the Piranhas. Byron Talib going to drop back, throw a strike, and Alex Payne makes that secure catch. Alex Payne making another catch. He breaks the tackle, stays in bounds, and gets 9 yards out of that. Great effort from him. Byron looking, throws it, and it's going to be caught by Alex Payne in the end zone as he joins the touchdown party, and the Peteytown Piranhas are going to go up 35-3, and that's going to be all we see from this game as we got this one well in hand. So we tacked on a field goal to get a 38-3 win over Oklahoma. Just very nice job by the Piranhas. Offense started a little slow, but they really picked it up as the game moved on, and the defense was just solid throughout. And we're going to get out of here with a very nice win. Alex Payne has officially put himself in the history books for the Peteytown Piranhas as he's now our career receiving yards leader. And Alex Payne has set another one as he's the Peteytown Piranhas career receptions record holder. Some good old-fashioned dominance in this one as the Piranhas had 393 yards to their 160. And we had 112 yards rushing to their 22. Passing the ball, we had 281 yards to their 138, and they were 4 of 13 on 3rd down, while we were 6 of 10. Byron Talib had a very nice day today as he had 281 yards, 5 touchdowns, and no picks, and he was only sacked once. Our 2 top rushers tied in yards as Theo Storm had 10 for 43, while Elijah Addison got his 43 on 5 carries. Dwayne Mentor ended up having a very nice game for us as he had 6 catches, 108 yards, and that very impressive long touchdown. Then John McKillop had a great day as he had 12 for 85 and 2 touchdowns. And Alex Payne, our record holder, is going to have 8 for 51 and a touchdown in this game. And then Theo Storm added a receiving touchdown. Emmanuel Darkwa led us with 11 tackles and 2 for a loss. Only 2 sacks in the game as Nick Kurtz got 1 with the backups, while Andre Bullitt and Andre Okoye had a half a sack each. And off-camera, Manuel Amador hit his only field goal of the day with a 50-yarder. After that Oklahoma win, we did end up getting Dante Latimer to commit to us, so that's really big for us. Joining Dante is going to be free safety Ben Hemphill, so very happy to have him in our defensive backfield. Along for the ride is Mike linebacker Harvey Talbot. John McKillop rode the wave of getting 2 TDs in this one to get SEC Offensive Player of the Week. That'll be all for this episode of the Peteytown Piranhas. Started it with that frustrating loss to Florida, but we rebounded nicely with wins against Georgia and Oklahoma. And in the next episode, we're going to be finishing off our regular season against number 3 Texas at their place. And then we're going to have Notre Dame come to us as well as Alabama. So end of the regular season's really going to test our mettle. I'll see you guys in the next video.